Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coinsmith. Boy, it's a crummy day here in the Northeast. It's raining. It's raining pretty hard. So I decided to look into a topic that even I wanted to get some more information about, and something that I believe is going to pave the way for the explosion of cryptocurrency to happen in the near future. One item I need to get out of the way right now is do a little housekeeping. And I need to say that I am not a financial advisor. Please do not use any information on this channel to make financial decisions, but only use it for information and entertainment purposes only. I hate to gotta just get that out of the way. Anyway, today I'd like to talk about a subject that I initially spoke about in a couple of videos, and that has to do with custody and custody of cryptocurrencies. Right now, the bridge or the remaining bridge for the big guys to get into this arena is how are they going to handle custodial services. So, what is custody? It's quite basically the meaning is it's direct ownership is where you maintain custody of your cryptocurrency holdings yourself without involving a trusted third party. One of the key traits that distinguishes cryptocurrency from all other assets is that the direct personal custody is a viable option. Okay, and remember when we talked about if you don't hold it, then you don't own it. That's where, again, we were talking about having your cryptocurrency sitting on an exchange. You should have it stored in a wallet or or a device such as Ledger Nano. And again, there's a whole bunch of other wallet services and online services and ways to store your cryptocurrency. But when we were talking about or getting into the custodial services and just before the explosion, I believe, and the real power money coming into cryptocurrency is going to be services that actually hold your crypto assets. And if you think about it, and I'm not devising a way to do it. I don't know how they do it, but I know that they're trying to get this employed, into the system. Right now, the way to have custody is by means of a few of what I just talked about, and that is having an online or a piece of an actual unit that stores your cryptocurrency. So here's a gentleman, Mr. Rashi Shamara. He talked about this. What are cryptocurrency custody solutions? And custody solutions are the latest innovation to come to crypto ecosystem. Their introduction is expected to herald the entry of institutional capital into the industry. Here is a brief primer on why crypto needs custody solutions and the types of custody solutions being offered into the market. So why does crypto need custody solutions? The main utility of cryptocurrency custody solutions lies in the safeguard of cryptocurrency assets. Private keys, which are used to conduct transactions or access crypto holdings, are complex combinations of alphanumerics. They are extremely difficult to remember and can be stolen or hacked. Online wallets are a potential solution, but recent events have demonstrated that their susceptibility to hacks. The same is true of crypto exchanges. Other solutions include storing private keys offline, on paper, or a hard disk, or electronic equipment that is not connected to the internet. But losing physical custody or either the paper or electronic equipment is a real possibility. For individual holders of Bitcoin, the possibility of losing private keys is a risk. For the institutional investors, though it represents an even more significant risk. The latter go to the extreme lengths to guard against this danger. Consider, for example, the method that the Winklevoss twins to safeguard their Bitcoin cash. It includes distributing paper fragments of their private keys across multiple storage boxes. The other important reason for the existence of crypto custody solutions is regulation. According to the SEC, regulation promulgates as part of the Dodd-Frank Act. Institutional investors that have common assets worth more than 150,000 are required to store the holdings with a qualified custodian. The SEC's definition of such entities include banks, savings associations, and registered broker dealers. Future commission merchants and foreign financial institutions are also included in this definition. With the cryptocurrency ecosystem, very few mainstream banks offer custodial services. Kingdom Trust, a Kentucky based custodian, was the largest such service for cryptocurrencies until it was purchased by BitGo, a San Francisco based startup. So, what are cryptocurrency custody solutions? Put simply, cryptocurrency custody solutions are third party providers of storage and security services for cryptocurrencies. Their services are mainly aimed at institutional investors, such as hedge funds, who hold large amounts of Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. The solution generally incorporates a combination of hot storage or custody, crypto custody with connection to the internet, and cold storage, or crypto custody that is disconnected from the internet. Both types of storage have benefits, and both have drawbacks. For example, hot storage is connected to the internet and hence offers easy liquidity, but they may be prone to hacks due to online exposure. Cold storage solutions offer greater security, however, it may be difficult to generate liquidity from crypto holdings on short notice because of their offline nature. Vault storage is a combination of both types of cryptocurrency custody solutions in which the majority of funds are stored offline and can be addressed and accessed only through use of a private key. Modifications of the Glacier Protocol, which is a highly secure cold storage for Bitcoin, is expected to further contribute to the evolution of cryptocurrency custody solutions. So, the future of cryptocurrency custody, there are two developments that are expected. The first one is the entry of big players. Here we go. Established names such as Goldman Sachs are absent from the list of names offering cryptocurrencies. Their entry would shake up this market. Some of that is already happening with Coinbase and Fidelity Investments taking the lead in offering or designing cryptocurrency custody services. The second is regulatory clarity. Security provisions pertain to the cryptocurrency storage is absent from the current regulation. Not only that, businesses are still unclear about the regulation pertaining to cryptocurrencies themselves. The industry will evolve only after regulation and regulators set up rules for this playing field. Okay, that's a lot to digest, isn't it? Right? But it's all good news, I think. As you can see, and it's happened to me, when you have to get at your cryptocurrencies fairly quick to liquidate them if you want to take some of your gains or stop some of your losses, either way, you have to be able to access the cryptocurrencies. And if you have them stored online, well, you could just go to your online wallet and get them, transfer them over to an exchange, and then you're on your way. If they're In cold storage or offline, well, that presents a little bit of a time delay. But what are you trading? What's your trade-off? Your trade-off is either security or quick access, and you would have to make that decision as an investor. Um, I can only say that maybe to me it would make sense possibly to split up some of your holdings for quick liquidity if you're in it to, and you have to look at your end game. What is your target pricing that you want to get out at, or when do you want to realize some of your profits? Um, Storing the other cryptocurrencies offline or keeping them more secure would be for a longer play. Um, Though it might not be that long, let's face it. You could probably get at those cryptocurrencies offline, in under, let's say, half an hour, 15 minutes. I'm not sure, depending upon the speed, your internet access, all of that stuff. But when we see, here's the other issue: when we see the market go crazy, sometimes these transactions take hours, and in fact, they've taken days to complete. Um, Bitcoin has to go through a very long process and algorithmic uh, set up a mathematical function for Bitcoin to come into existence, and there's hash speeds, and there's just so much that has to be taken into account. We could talk about that at another time, but hopefully now you'll understand what I've been talking about in the beginning of my series is having these services, custodial services by reputable companies holding large assets for individuals or hedge funds or even pension funds. You can't just store these big dollar amounts in these types of traditional um, storage services that are currently on. It's just way too much money, and the big guys, even though they are the banks, they might be the best at holding your cryptocurrency if you have and hope to have a lot. I hope to have a lot of wealth stored, and at that time, maybe we could all talk about how we're going to get through this. It's a good problem to get through, I believe, and I want to thank you all again for joining me. Please please subscribe. Please hit the notification button. I'll be doing, obviously, over now that I'm finally online talking about this. I'll hopefully be doing updates daily, maybe more than one. And I appreciate again everyone joining. So with that, everyone take care. God bless. God bless the United States.